I'm Lawrence, evaluator. Do anybody know him?
No.
I don't think so. He is currently serving in Army in Hualien County, which is located in Fengling, quite far away from Donghua, right? So he is really hardworking and try to meet more friends and become better speaker. And he comes to our club every Wednesday. So that's amazing. Can you imagine that? And now he is going to deliver his C5 speech because he has already joined Toastmaster before in NCU National Zhongyang University. So he is an expert. Maybe we can learn from his speech. Let's welcome Lawrence.
You tell me with your suggestion. I guess we need to wait for a little. Can you guys see the screen?
No. Yes.
No. No? Or yes?
No.
Okay. My name is Lawrence, and my topic for today is I travel, therefore I am. Before I get into the topic, I want to tell you guys a story. Thanks. Do you guys remember when you guys were kids? You are easy to be happy. You are happy just because you saw a beautiful flower today, or just because you ate a delicious chocolate today. But when you become adults, by the way, that's me in the picture. When you become adults, things become more complicated. You start to compare with each other. What school do you go to? What kind of car do you drive? Where do you live? How much you make per month? We start to compare with each other. We feel happy, not because we are happy, just because we feel we are better than others, we are superior. Can you imagine that you are walking on the road, and in front of you is the end of the road? You couldn't keep going, so you basically just standing there and doing nothing. Somebody call this kind of situation mid-age crisis, 中年危机, but it actually can happen in a really early age. Let me tell you another story. 2 years ago, I was a college student. I was studying electrical engineering. But somehow one day I just feel that I don't like it. It doesn't mean I hate it, I just couldn't feel any passion. So I decided to change my major for my graduate school. I decided to change for business administration. And you guys know this is a really different field. So before I made a huge decision, I decided to buy some time to clear my head. So I took a trip to India. I stayed there for 35 days and tried to become an Indian. I look like an Indian, right? In India, I have many new experiments. I ate the food I have never eaten before. Well, I stayed on the train for more than 24 hours, and I do meet a lot of people, and I become really close with some of them. But the most important of all, I think I find a solution to my problem. One thing I learned from India is that you need to accept the things you can change. Like for me, I already spent 4 years studying electrical engineering in college, although I actually benefited a lot from that. But I need to have the courage to change the things I can, so I actually changed my major to BA, and I already have a really good graduate school in Taiwan. And I guess I already have the wisdom to know the difference. And another thing I learned from India is that I need to have the courage to face the uncertainty, just like this picture. I have never saw a real dragon before, but if I saw one, I will need to learn how to deal with it or how to fight with it. Another philosophy I learned from India is that life is simple. Do not overthink too much. Just do whatever you want. Next. The most important of all is always prepare for the worst and pray for the best. This is my philosophy. So after the trip to India, I started like traveling. So I traveled to a lot of places. I traveled to Seattle, I went to New York, and I went to Tokyo. So traveling can actually change me a lot in a good way. Let me show you some evidence. 3 years ago, I was a fat, cute, probably not cute, high school student. And after 4 years in college, after all the traveling, I become a well-polite, handsome, probably not handsome gentleman. And I swear to God, I didn't use Photoshop or any similar software. And I can tell you how many first times I have through traveling. First time to go to a Halloween party. Look at the girl, she's really cute, right? First time to do kayaking. Yes. First time to spend $70 in a such small hotel. I mean, it's New York. How can you blame that? Yes. First time to go to Maid Cafe, although I think this will be the only time I went there, because the food there are terrible, although the girls are cute. Doesn't matter. First time to drink with my younger sister. Just to be clear, I wasn't drunk in that picture. Next. First time to feel that I was living in the moment. I took this picture in Seattle, and this scenery reminds me breathtaking. I always love the word breathtaking, because look at the scenery, it actually takes my breath away. So somebody argued that you have to travel abroad, but actually you can travel around Taiwan. Look at this picture. I went to Liuzidansan like a month ago. You can saw this picture, also breathtaking, right? Same here. So I want to share you guys with a line. I read about it like 2 years ago, and I feel so touched. If we could shrink the Earth's population to a village of precisely 100 people, with all existing human ratios remaining the same, it could look something like the following. 80 would live in substandard housing. 70 would be unable to read. 50 would suffer from malnutrition. Yes, only one would have a college education and one would own a computer. What does this mean? Well, I assume all of you guys will finish the college years, right? So you guys will get a bachelor degree. What does that mean? It means you guys are top 1% of the pyramid on Earth. It means that among 100 people, you are better than the other 99. It's hard to imagine, right? Look at how lucky you guys are. So what are you afraid of? There is nothing to be afraid of. So just try to be a doer, do not be a thinker. And try to travel as much as you can. So just pick a backpack and do traveling. Because you travel, therefore you are. Thank you for listening.
We have brainstormed.